Somalia started arguing its case for ownership of territory at sea, also claimed by Kenya. The proceedings kicked off Monday afternoon at the International Court of Justice in The Hague, Netherlands. While Mogadishu would start a strong public defense of their claims, Nairobi has withdrawn from making oral arguments. They have, however, filed written material supporting their case. The Somali delegation was led by Deputy Prime Minister Hamadi Guled. He started by listing illegal activities engaged in by Kenya, including drilling a well in the disputed territory.
We have come before this court in a spirit of peace and goodwill, seeking neither vengeance nor retribution. In this spirit, we have decided not to insist on compensation for past violations of our maritime rights.
Guled introduced members of the Somali legal team.
Following me to the podium this afternoon will be Professor Alain Pellet. Professor Philip Sandis, QC, will then show why the facts do not support a finding that Somalia acquiesced in Kenya's unilateral declaration of a maritime boundary. Professor Alain Mayron will lay out the law applicable to the judicial settlement of maritime boundary disputes.
Somalia's British barrister, Sardis, provided written evidence that Kenya had acknowledged that no boundaries had been recognized.
The MOU's terms are plain and unambiguous. Its legally binding nature is equally straightforward. End of quote. And then to take the words of this court, the MOU is, and I quote, a valid treaty that is binding on the parties under international law. End of quote. Accordingly, there can be no doubt that insofar as the terms of the MOU address the delimitation of the parties' maritime boundary, they bind the parties as a matter of international law. Does that valid and binding treaty, the MOU, support Kenya's claim that the maritime boundary has already been delimited by virtue of Somalia's acquiescence in a consistent and long-standing claim by Kenya? It does not. To the contrary, the MOU expressly records that, and I quote, the delimitation of the continental shelf between the Republic of Kenya and the Somali Republic has not yet been settled.
Somalia's team then played the specific roles that the Deputy Prime Minister had highlighted. Quoted many documents showing that Kenya believed the maritime boundary had not been delimited or delineated. Somalia appeared to present a strong set of facts on day one. Testimony will continue on Tuesday in the late afternoon Somali time. There is a live feed from the United Nations Web TV that is available daily. Somalia's presentation should take approximately 2 weeks. ADN TV will continue to post updates on the legal battle for territory at sea between Kenya and Somalia.